Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down, it's Brown. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll run on third down with Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13 and also a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
All right, not the result that you... And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first down, it's Brown, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down now, it's Brown, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
This is Brown on the carry, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so... There he goes, left side. And touchdown. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, this challenge starts off in the 4th quarter, but there's still a lot of time left on the clock. You're down a field goal. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd down, it's Brown, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Man open, Rice. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, 56 yards as they have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
They'll run on first down. Brown, he will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now Gold for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Prescott on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play for Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go with Brown. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ty Law. Intended that time for Cooper.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On 1st down, Brown. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Right back to Brown. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On second down now, it's Brown. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Muddy throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. In the backfield by himself is Brown. Second and it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Here we go.
And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's taken on the 25. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Mayfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Mayfield to throw it. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mayfield. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing, Mayfield. That pass complete to Jim Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It's caught by OBJ. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
So a 1st and 10 as the Buccaneer offense gets ready to go.
We got 4.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
First carry for Peyton Barber. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. And now another one thrown incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Not quite a And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Taking it about the 16. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over. And now the offense getting set. 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Play action now. Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And this results in 6. Touchdown. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with over 2 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 1. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. As we get set, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. They go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with over 2 minutes remaining. You're only down by a point. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. 3rd and long. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And what a big-time play there. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run. This is Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Yeah. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
And here comes the Texans now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Brown. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson and the Texans now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 40 seconds to go. On 1st down, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Watson now to throw. Open man is QT, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds. One last throw here for Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. But now it's 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Fells complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. 1st down and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On 1st down, it's Brown. And some space here. Touchdown! And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
And now the offense will look to convert on third down. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown from 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. It's brought in by Kevin White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
To throw, it's Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Murray now to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to air it out out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. That pass complete to Jim Brown. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield gets this complete to Jim Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice. 63 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First down, Murray. That's complete to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murph, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, get excited. Let's go, let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to air it out deep for Green. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
He finds his target, Beckham. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start, the confidence level.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. To throw is Murray, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back. He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 20! And touchdown! And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
And now the offense getting ready on 2nd down. Brady deferring to White on the draw. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. They begin on the ground here with counter. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
You. Go, let's go.
A run here with Brown. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They run the counter. Brown. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run now with Brown. He finds some open field here. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown! Jim Brown, 56 yards. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. This is Brown. And he's got some space here. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown. Jim Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your rewards.